Hey, it's your boy, Sergeant Hooked on Heroes, hitting you with another hashtag Power Month. Happy 30th anniversary of Power Rangers, and happy Power Month to all, and to all, a more phenomenal time. Hitting with another video in this little series called The Most Badass Moments in Power Rangers. So today I'm really excited to talk about this. I could just say the whole season and be done. Be like a 22-second video. Where I could talk about every episode, literally. But Power Rangers Dino Thunder is one of my very top favorite episodes. If I take a look here, my current rankings, just a moment, if you'll excuse me. Number 1 in space, number 2 Dino Thunder, number 3 Dino Charge. I like dinosaurs. So, Dino Thunder is a very special season to me. It was the one that, for me, kind of cemented it that I was like, at the time when it came out, I was kind of worried what people thought if they ever knew that I watched Power Rangers, because I was a bit older, it's for a kid audience. And I was at that, we always all go through that little age within this fandom where it's like, oh, should I be watching this still? And you feel awkward. But then I realized I will always be a child inside and always be a sucker for a good superhero story. And so I decided to stick with it, and Dino Thunder is what made that happen for me. I think a lot of what makes Dino Thunder work at its heart is that at its core is that it has a lot of heart. It's very much so a Breakfast Club meets Mighty Morphin Power Rangers in the modern day, kind of done right, sort of. I know that Linkara has said some things and people just ape what he says and blah, blah, blah. I've actually watched the season. I'm going to go right now. I'll go in my house and I have it physically at home right here. We can watch it. I've seen the season when it aired on TV, on Disney, on friggin' Jetix or whatever. I've watched it. I'm not a fake fan in any way. So, Dino Thunder is great. It's just a fantastic season overall. It takes what worked with an MMPR and kind of updates it for a modern day and does a lot of things really right. And honestly, to me, it's the very best version of Tommy that we've ever gotten in the entire franchise, bar none. I feel like when he was Green Ranger, he was kind of meh as a character. He was just kind of there after he was evil. He was just kind of there, and then he kept losing his powers, getting them back, losing them. Then he was White Ranger, and he was cool as leader, but they kind of just don't even discuss it. They just make him a leader. And then he's decent as Zeo Red and Turbo Red, and then I'm fine with him not being a part of it for a while. But him coming back as the Black Ranger in Dino Thunder is fantastic. And that's actually my number 1 badass moment with the whole series is Legacy of Power and Back in Black are 2 of the very best, most well-crafted episodes of Power Rangers we've ever gotten. To not only have somebody as legendary as Jason David Frank, rest in peace, to come back for it and be willing to suit up again was impressive. Nobody knew that going in. There wasn't anything that spoiled that, as far as I remember, that he was going to be a Ranger again. We just knew he was going to be in it, and probably that he was going to be the mentor, and that was pretty much it as far as what anybody knew about it. Of course, at the time, I wasn't on all the message boards and stuff, but from what I've seen of research I've done for this video and others, nobody knew he was going to suit up when he did. So it's a bit of a moment, Legacy of Power is great because he's literally telling them this entire legacy that they're part of, all these other Ranger teams that are available or, that are out there that have fought evil and, were victorious, had to sacrifice, blah, 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 and his own journey as a Ranger as well. And it's a big shock because then in universe, it's cool because they had no idea. They thought he was just their dorky science teacher, having no idea he's literally Tommy Oliver, the legendary Ranger, basically, in a lot of ways, he's more of a Captain Marvelous type character than even, Troy is, really, and Megaforce, Super Megaforce. We'll just let that slide for now. In terms of, overall respecting the legacy and, having mastery over these different powers and stuff like that. Especially later when he has the Master Morpher, when he comes back in the Dimensions in Danger and stuff like that. But in Dino Thunder, he is amazing as a mentor. He is a fantastic character. He's well-rounded. He has something to do. That's one thing with Tommy is that I've never understood, who he really is. He keeps jumping around these different things he's a part of and wants to be. Oh, I'm martial arts this, martial arts that. Now, all of a sudden, Zeo, I'm still doing some martial arts, but not really. Oh, now in Turbo, I'm a race car driver. Doesn't really make any sense. But then in Dino Thunder, they show that he, got his shit together, went to school, studied paleontology, of course, because he's had, experience with dinosaurs, and he's kind of responsible for the plot of the show. And then he gets captured, and of course, spoilers, gets the Black Dino Gem, escapes, it bonds with him. It goes. What they say about a Dino Gem goes well with a Morpher. Or there he says, that's the line. He says, one thing about Dino Gems, you don't choose them, they choose you. And she's, aren't you a little old for this, Tommy? I'm still old. I may be old, but I can still get it done. And to see that man morph, not only the just exuberance of seeing him transforming, seeing him morph again, but on top of it, that the morpher like is similar-ish to the Turbo Morpher, which is a power set he had before. Hands down, one of the coolest fucking things I've ever seen in this entire franchise. It was just really hype. And for the most part, he has a pretty decent role in the season. Him being able to be completely a new Ranger color was cool. He even mentions, "Oh, I guess I gotta get going, guys, because I've noticed why you gotta go, Dr. Oliver, Dr. O." He goes, "Well, I've noticed my wardrobe has a distinct lack of black," because they always wear their Ranger colors in civilian form. So I thought that was really, really cool. Really cool to see him back in black, being a Ranger again, being the mentor, but also still fighting here and there as well. And neither side of that, Ranger duty or mentor, took away from the other or took too much time up. Now, as we know production-wise later on, we know that he was given special treatment by Disney to get him to be on the show. They paid him a lot, clearly, but then also he was allowed to travel back and forth a lot from New Zealand back home to see his family. There's a lot of storylines where he's like stuck morphed, or he's invisible for a while, he's in a coma. But that's my other moment, besides this one, the runner-up for it, is definitely the Ninja Storm Dino Thunder team up is really good, showing how far both teams have come, still elevating Dino Thunder while showing how cool Ninja Storm is. But also the episode where he comes out of his coma. He's in a coma and his Dino Gem is broken and he fights past versions of himself, past Ranger forms of himself, unmorphed, and really learns a lot about himself and comes out of it stronger. I think actually out of it he's able to access Super Dino mode, so that's really cool. But yeah, that'd be my runner-up moment for that. The team itself is great, and I do really enjoy them overall. But in terms of just the overall, when I think of Dino Thunder, the most badass thing that happens in it is probably that. There is other cool moments. I really love the Battleizer moment. I really love when they get Super Dino mode. Trent's whole thing of being being the evil White Ranger is really cool, and his fight against the copy White Ranger is really good. And the moment where Dr. Mercer is able to break away from Mesogog for a moment, use the machine to zap the white Dino Gem, destroying the evil energy case coating around it, and releasing Trent from being controlled by it, and him having direct control over it. Super cool. Super, super cool. The overall series is fan-goddamn-tastic. I cannot talk about it enough. Definitely find a way to watch it. Many ways to watch it. YouTube has it. At one point, Netflix did, but we know that's not there anymore. Netflix has it physically on DVD. It's not very expensive. It's like $20 maybe through Shout Factory. It's a fantastic rip of that on DVD. I don't think they'll ever put it on Blu-ray, unfortunately. But it's also cool to see it as one of the last times we see Dr. Oliver be, a Ranger. And JDF be a Ranger. I mean, yes, we get stuff in Dimensions in Danger with the Master Morpher and things like that. And the Legendary Battle, he was a little bit a part of that. But this was just really cool. To see Tommy, of all people, come back and not only be the mentor, but get to morph again. Hands down, one of the coolest things the franchise has ever done. And it probably will never be matched again, unless they brought, like, Adam back or something like that. Oh, my God. But anyway, that's what I have to say about Dino Thunder. My most badass moments, personally. But what did you guys think of Dino Thunder? Did you guys love it, hate it, in the middle? What are your favorite moments? Did that have to do with the rest of the team, perhaps not just Tommy and Trent? What are your favorite things that happened? Cool moments, fight scenes, character arcs, whatever. Let me know in the comments below. Really like to see the conversations going, people talking about it. It makes me really happy to see those things happening. I thank you guys so much for the likes, the comments, the people subscribing. Thank you so much for watching, sharing, all that good stuff. I really appreciate it. It means a lot for the channel. But until next time, stay hooked on heroes. I will talk to you later, and may the power protect you. Bye-bye. Happy Power Month.